Hey everyone, so I'm going to start a new tutorial series called How I Made It, where basically I'm just going to take you through a few tracks, show you how I made certain parts of the song, certain sounds. Feel free to leave any requests in the comments for any other tracks you want me to take you through. Yeah, for the first one I'm going to take you through my track with KARRA called Make Me Move.
Collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight.
So I hope you guys can see this okay. So Make Me Move basically started KARRA hit me up. She already had the vocals, which were amazing. So she asked me if I could do anything with them. So I started with these.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me.
I didn't really have to do too much to them. I added a little bit of vocal processing. I put the CLA vocals on it. Let me just drag that down. Just to add a bit of stereo width and a bit of compression. And it looks like a bit of EQ. Let me just drag that as well. Sorry, I've got the second window set up. Let me try and take that off. Okay, so I just took away some of the bottom there. The only other thing I did for the vocals was I did like a little sort of atmospherical sort of vocal stutter, which I believe is it's just a Kashmir vocal sample. Just to add a bit of atmosphere. Looks like it's automated on the start offset as well, so each hit sort of sounds different, so it's not too, if I take that off, it's all the same. So next, moving on, yeah, pretty much all of the sort of intro sounds were done on Omnisphere, but I had to bounce them all down because the CPU was running haywire. So I'll go through all the layers with you and explain them a little bit more. So that's just the guitar from Omnisphere doing the main melody of the drop. And that's just layered on top. They're all quite reverbed as well to make it more atmospherical. Yeah, so those are the main chords. Again, that would just be another Omnisphere preset, but it's got a bit like sort of like atmospherical noises already with that preset, which is probably why I liked it, because I was going for that sort of vibe with this track. A couple more layers. Yeah, just another layer copying the chords. A bit more reverb this time though, and lastly, yeah, same again, just like a bit more of a bit crush sort of sound. So altogether that sounds like...
Open eye, feel the waves cut through.
Just a little snap there. 2 layers.
Chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the sky.
Yeah, so this bit of the track I wanted to go for something a bit, a bit more poppy, a bit more groovy with the drums. So I've got just like a fat sort of low kick. I think this is a high kick. Yeah, it's just like the top of the kick, just to cut through the mix. Yeah, that's a bit more of a tonal sort of percussion. Yeah, it's just a percussion sound. Probably, yeah. I've just moved down a couple semitones just to get it in key with the track. The snaps again, and here's where the groove comes in. See, it's 4 layers here. With the rest of the drums, they sound like this. I think they're just like sort of like clap loops, and yeah, that one almost sounds a bit vocally than this one. Yeah, I've actually added a bit of bit crush to this one, just to dirty up the sound a little bit. This one I think is just the hi-hat with a delay on. Without it, it's just. And then the last one is a Kashmir Indian drum loop.
Dripping lights paint the skies.
Couple more layers coming in here. That's just a sub, just to fill out where the drums come in. What's this one? Plucks. Nothing special, just your standard pluck with an OTT on it. And sidechain compression, as you can see with the kick drum. And then I believe we've got a string coming in as well. Yeah, a high string. I like to use these, you know, building up towards like a chorus, something that really fills out the sort of bridges. Oh, one thing to note as well, I've actually got vinyl crackle running the whole way through, yeah, the breaks. You know, if you're really trying to go for those atmospherical sort of tracks, crackle works really well. And I've just took out the bottom and took out a bit of high, just so it sort of like hides in the back. You won't really know it's there, but it serves a purpose. So moving on, we get to the chorus. I had a few more things added here. Some guitars, I believe. Yeah, this one's from Ample Guitar. I've bounced that down as well because the CPU again. That's just like a high sort of distorted layer with another Omnisphere guitar. Yeah, sort of just playing like one note, just a sort of held note over the top. We've got another Ample guitar here playing chords. I believe that's just the main chords again. I bounced it down again for some reason, I don't know why. And then another sub, but held this time, whereas the other one was a bit more bouncy and the sustain wasn't fully at the top. This one I've held out a bit more just to give the chorus a bit more of a bass. Then the melody's coming in, being filtered in, along with some snares, sort of like high hip hop snares. I believe this one's just supporting them. And then the drop. Okay, so let's quickly go through the drums. Nothing spectacular. Just this kick. Not too bassy, because I think the sub basses do most of the work in the drop here. A few layers on the claps and snares. What we got? Bit of a clappy layer. Again, that's a bit of a clappy layer, a bit of snare in it. There's your tonal layer again, and yeah, another sort of high tonal layer in the key of the track again. And then we've got sub. Sub is always in brown for some reason. So it's sort of bouncy, the sub. Let me go to the silent. Let me drag that down. Yeah, see the sustain's almost all the way down, the decay's just above half, letting it sort of fade out before the next one hits, which gives the track a bit more bounce. I reckon this is just a bit of a higher layer for some harmonics. Yeah, I think that's just the exact same thing, just an octave up and with a little bit of the lows taken out so it doesn't interfere. I don't think there's any real processing going on, but no, just some sidechain compression with the kick. These are the chords. Oh, don't do this. There we go. As you can see, they're all bounced down. CPU is awful on this thing now. If I quickly go through them one by one, these are the chords that I used. Yeah, this is a Gladiator by Tone 2, I think. I love using Gladiator for sort of like my high, rich sort of sounds. They're all really quite bright. Let me open Gladiator and show you for those that haven't seen it. It's just that I'm just using one of the lead presets, which I've probably opened the filter a little bit as well. We've got a silent preset. The Pizzicato preset, which is just in the standard when you load up silent. Yeah, I would have opened some of the filters or the envelopes because usually it's quite a plucky sound. That's quite bright and rich. This one I had to bounce down again from Atmosphere, which is more of like a guitar sort of layer. And then lastly for the chords, it's this M1, which I believe is just the piano. Yep, the stereo grand from M1. Which all together make as you can hear, the release is quite open on all of them as well. As all the notes stop, you still hear it sort of fading out before the next one hits. It doesn't come to a dead stop. So there's never any sort of silence in the breaks. And then let's go to the melody. Yeah, so I like to do a lot of layering on my tracks. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers, all pretty different, but all to make one sound at the end. So that's the main one, as you can hear. It's just a Spire patch. Unfreeze that. Yeah, it's nothing too complicated. It's just a Spire patch, quite plucky. And this, yeah, a bit more of a square lead on top. Pluck from Serum. Another Spire layer. Another pluck from Spire. Yeah, another square sound from Silent, and lastly, sort of like a bright, rich sound from Silent as well. There's one more here as well, which sort of takes care of the end of the bar, which the vocal follows as well. I just felt like that bit needed more emphasis. That's why I did another layer, because I believe they're all still doing it. Yeah, I just wanted to add a bit more emphasis on that, because I just thought that was one of the catchier bits of the drop. What have we got here? Yeah, I've just brought in a few sounds from the break, just sort of buried in the drop. You can't really hear them, but again, they just help fill out the atmosphere of the track. So that's the guitar from the intro, with the highs taken out on the filter so it doesn't really interfere. It's actually doing a bit of panning with the auto pan. It's going, you know, left to right ever so slightly. And then we've got, yeah, that howled guitar again, sort of doing like a plucky sort of howled lead with the bottom taken out again. And that's, yeah, that's it for the drop. Apart from the hat that comes in the second half. Again, nothing too amazing, it's just
So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time.
I mean, yeah, apart from that, you know, the second break has pretty much got all the same elements as the first, just with the drums coming at different times and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Apart from at the end where I think I've actually recorded like a few YouTube videos just to add a bit more atmosphere at the end. Let me turn that up a little bit. Yeah, like I recorded like a beach sort of sample and with a lot of reverb and delay on it. And this. Yeah, waves crashing as well. I just felt like it really suited the end of the track. You can hear like the birds in the back. I don't know, I just thought it added like a cool little twist to the track. So yeah, I hope you found that helpful. I'm going to try and do like 1 or 2 a month. So if you have any requests, please leave them in the comments or hit me up on Twitter or Instagram at CultureCodeUK. Yeah, when I started, I learned everything I knew off YouTube and tutorials, so it'd be nice to try and help you guys out as well if I can. Thank you for watching.